What's up, y'all? Let's take a trip. We are going out the country for my annual birthday trip to Jamaica. So first things first, baby, as soon as we got to the airport, it was a mess. I would have recorded it, but it was so hectic getting to our transfer bus, getting everything done. Now once we got on the bus, it was pretty lit. Yeah. I want to try. So our resort was about, I think, 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour from the airport. So we had a lot of time to sightsee. So I kind of just was taking a few clips of what the area looked like. Jamaica is so beautiful, and I definitely don't feel like I experienced all of it. So I will be going back. We stayed at the Royalton Blue Waters, and overall, it was pretty nice. There were some inconsistencies, but it wasn't enough to be like, oh, I'll never come back here. Honestly, I would go back. So this was actually on my parents' room, and my mom had the concierge put it on mine. And so then this is me just recording how the room looks. Like I said, it was a few inconsistencies. So you can see there's a piece in the tub that's missing. There's a few marks on the floor, and some of the furniture and things like that needed to be updated. But it wasn't enough to make you feel like you shouldn't stay there. The room was extremely cold, like that good hotel cold. You can order room service from the TV, and the view was absolutely beautiful. This is the luxury junior suite with the ocean view. Oh, and baby, that door was giving me hell. So I definitely had to make another clip to show y'all what it looks like when I'm on the balcony. But yeah, this was the luxury junior suite. And then this is what the hotel hallways look like. It's a indoor-outdoor kind of hotel, and we were told it was made that way and it withstands hurricanes. So that was really surprising. So this was our first night there, and what I wanted to wear to dinner. You already know you got the country and you're going to get your Shein, your Fashion Nova in. So this particular outfit was from Shein. So this is the view on the ground. If you saw the view that I showed from my balcony, this is pretty much me just walking towards the area where that pool was. And this is what it looked like at night. There were several pools on the premises, and the beach is right in the backyard. So y'all, we starting off early, and I'm going ahead with the Ray and nephew. That was something that I would regret later on in this trip, and I'm still recovering, and we have been back for a week. Now, baby, somebody had their wedding out there, and they would take it over for the 99 and 2000s. Just look at them. So for day 2, I decided that we should do an excursion just in case we ran into somebody or we got more information from the hotel on other things that we should do. We would have time to do that. And this is our tour guide, Debbie. She did really good giving us some history of the area and leading us up to what we're going to see when we got to the Duns River.
A party cruise. Yeah. You all know that this is a boots cruise you're doing. Yeah. For all those who didn't know, let's see the hat. So today we're keeping it one love.
One love.
So ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we're in this little parish, Trelawney. The capital for Trelawney is Falmouth. Now the parish of Trelawney, as I said, we have some famous people originates out of this parish. As I said, Ben Johnson is his birthday in the month of August. We hope you enjoy. We hope you live to see many, many more. And today, my friends, those who are going on the Cool Runnings catamaran, I want you all go out there and party like there is no tomorrow. All you gotta do is just keep it safe.
So we were taking the Cool Runnings catamaran to Duns River. So the first thing that we do when we get there is kind of walk through this park area, and they are telling us that we can kind of chill and they're going to feed us before we get on the boat. So this is what they had: some bread, some rice, some jerk chicken. Baby, all the jerk chicken I had throughout this entire trip had me wanting to come home and make some jerk chicken. It was amazing. So this is kind of just the very first view of the catamaran. It is a much better experience than I had in the DR. It seemed like the DR oversold their boat. This one was comfortable. We all had room to sit down and enjoy ourselves.
They'll be demonstrating how this is supposed to be used just in case of any emergency. First, you place your jacket over the head resting on the shoulder. There's a strap that goes under the arm around the back.
So I can't remember if I mentioned it, but due to a near-death experience in DR, I don't do the ocean. I don't do no snorkeling or anything I can't stand up in. I will watch from a very, 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 very far. I have played with my life once, and I won't be doing it again. Now, somewhere soon in the future, I'm going to hit up the YMCA and get some swim lessons or somewhere. But until then, I don't trust myself in open waters. I only got one life. I'm not a cat, and I'm trying to preserve that life. Now, if you're not familiar with a booze cruise, you don't get the booze until after the excursion, unless, you're on one that doesn't have an excursion. Then maybe, but at this point, we're just taking in the views and looking at how beautiful everything looks before we get to Dunn River. We couldn't drink until after we left, so this is just pure vibes and just looking at stuff. Now, once you get to Dunn's River, you better make sure you holding on for dear life. If you have any type of ailments, don't take your behind out there. Everything is slippery, not just the rocks, the water too. But as you can see, I was enjoying myself, honey. I felt like I was in my element. I could come out there every day. I honestly wish that was in my backyard. It was very relaxing. And once you found your footing, you could really just stand there and enjoy yourself. The water was forever running. So this is me and my family, and then this is me. And I absolutely love this picture. I'm going to get it framed. But now we're on to the booze, baby. As you can hear from my sisters yelling and me saying the words before the song even start, baby, American rum has nothing on Jamaican rum. So now we have officially moved to the front of the boat where the party is at, honey. You got a bride up there, you got a whole group of people, and they're all ready to dance, and we're all getting lit. So that's what we did. Child, one of the workers even had us dance around the whole boat. And when I say we was lit, it was a conga line, baby. Even my mama joined in, and she doesn't drink. She was really just there chaperoning her grown kids. But hey. Now this is us getting off the boat, and if you ever happen to find yourself there and you see a nice man selling some nice things, you may want to indulge in that. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, after this we went to a place called the Rainbow Shops, which is pretty much a souvenir shop that kind of got markup prices, and they were in there playing Boots on the Ground. I thought that was the funniest thing ever, because I'm like, oh, this song has went international. Now this is us on the bus back to the resorts, and this is the part that I caught, because apparently they had a good turn up time while I was asleep. Anyways, so once we got back and took a little nap, it was time to get up and get ready for dinner. And I got this outfit from Fashion Nova. I think it's like really cute. It's a actual like short / skirt set. Anyways, if y'all seen those 2 for $60 shirts, that was our souvenir shop for whatever reason. Now this was our Jamaica night experience. I will say, out of all the nights we were there, I was a little underwhelmed with the food on this particular night. It could be because we were late to dinner, but it wasn't much variety. Anyways, they put on a great show. So this was some of the acts that I was able to catch. And as we were leaving, they got a little bit more lit. We were tired. It was time to bring it in. We had a long day. So I didn't stay to watch this, but normally whatever they're doing on the outside or on the stage, it can last up to 2 o'clock in the morning. So if you ever do stay at the Royal 10, you have that to look forward to. Since I didn't eat much at dinner, I did order room service. It's enough to get you full. Anyways, the next morning, this is my view, and I was obsessed with the view the whole trip, so I have multiple videos that look like this. But for the day, we just plan to go to the beach and the pool, and here I go again, messing myself up with the liquor. Now this time, I done took me a shot of Crown. I'm a tequila girl, so you can see the error in that thinking, but went on vacation and it's all inclusive. You do what you do. Did I chase liquor with liquor? Yes. Did I chase liquor with a different type of liquor? Yes. Anyways, enjoy this pool coordinator playing a game. I thought she was hilarious.
She cussing them out pretty much. Girl. Baby, we just trying to get drunk. Aim is that you swim across the pool and then you get out and do push-ups. Whoever the fastest is winning.
So we were actually watching her like as we were getting ready to go to the beach, and this is what I looked like before I went to the beach or as I got there. And maybe that beach turned me every which way but loose. Keep watching to see.
I'm in paradise.
Yeah, so anyways, this was the view. It was very beautiful, but the way that water was set up is something that you watch from a distance. You won't have much fun in the water because it is going to turn you every which way. And we had kind of got those vibes after a few, like 30 minutes, and decided, okay, we're going to hit the pool. Now, the pool was a much cooler vibe, and we had a bar in the pool, and these were our bartenders.
Okay.
Now, he wanted to be in my video so bad, so I hope that I'm getting a view from you from watching this. I'm trying to be an influencer. Anyways, if you've ever had drinks in the pool, why y'all didn't tell me when you get out? Oh, baby, it's over. Gravity towed me up, but the show must go on. So next we went to an Indian restaurant. I know you're probably thinking like Indian food in Jamaica. Well, yes, this was the only restaurant that we could get reservations at, because I guess with resorts, you need to be calling in and reserving your restaurant as soon as you reserve your room. Anyway, the food was pretty good. So here's me trying something new. Yeah,
the way you did it. It's quite small. It's not.
Take it with the sauce.
It's not bad, but I started chewing on something that was a little too crispy for my liking. I like the sauce.
I pretty much considered this my birthday dinner, so I had to get to fit in 2 different environments. And I also started coming down with a sore throat, so I didn't really finish my food. And we went to the buffet instead. And then at the buffet, I didn't find anything I wanted there either. So I ended up having to order room service, which was a grilled cheese, chicken tenders and fries, and a brownie, which I didn't eat. Anyways, the next day we're back at the pool, and we got other pool like game coordinators who were having just as much fun.
Tell me.
Who? Jamie Neutron. They don't know this. They don't know. They're too young.
I really just wanted to capture the vibes of the resort at night. So this was like one of the kids' area, because I did accidentally book the family side, which wasn't bad. It was really nice. Now let's get back to this souvenir shop, gift shop, whatever you want to call it. Not only were the shirts $2 for $60, y'all, those bags of chips I'm swimming in, they were like $15. I spent like $17 on cough drops, and cough medicine was like $23. Remember how I told y'all the room had a few inconsistencies? This was some of them. As you can see, the area by the mirror needs painting and redone. The tub was missing the piece. That piece on the closet area has been scrubbed up by luggage. I didn't have a deadbolt. There's some rusting on the sofa, maybe rusting or damage on this little fixture. The floor is kind of scraped up. My bathroom door, I can push it off of alignment, like it is not hinged properly. But hey, it still had beautiful views, and that's all I could ever ask. Goodbye, Jamaica, and it definitely won't be my last time.